So Guyver, here he is right there, he actually wanted me to talk about one freaking thing that I should rant about, which is Power Rangers, the YouTube page, not changing it to Hasbro Power Rangers. Well, hold on, let me just check one more time. I need to see to make sure because I mean, the only thing for me personally, the only thing when it comes to this is they only just have a logo. That's it. They only got a new logo. So let's see. Let me just check to see if they don't have a Hasbro Power Rangers on here. Yeah, I don't see anything that says Hasbro Power Rangers on this. So since there is none, the only thing you got right now is just a new logo. That's it. That's all they got. It's just a new logo, and even so, the new logo does have Mighty Morphin on it. So since the new logo does just have it does not Mighty Morphin, it does have Saban's on it. I don't really know. I can't really rant about this, man. It's like yeah, I can't really rant about it. The only thing I can rant about is the fact of it just these guys straight up freaking tried to assassinate all of us who actually did Power Ranger videos, and well, that was bullcrap. I really hope the person who is responsible for this is has been fired. I mean, screw the whole thing of oh he got to give an apology. He has to make it right. It's like no, no, no. Fire him, then make it right because if his mindset, it's imminent to happen again. I mean, it's imminent to kind of happen. So, anyways, the Power Rangers YouTube page hasn't changed their banner yet. It still says Saban's Power Rangers. Again, I can't really rant on it. Let me look at what they got here. We got Google Plus, we got PowerRangers.com, Facebook Power Rangers. You can tweet, and you got an Instagram. Never seen their Instagram before. Let's have a look right quick. Oh, the Instagram is not working. Oh my gosh, the Twitter's not working. It's like, oh, the Twitter's not working either. Is that what's going on? The Twitter's not. Nope, the Twitter's is booting up. Okay, thank goodness. I'm like, oh my gosh, you telling me they just straight up said, oh frig this man, we're done. We should sue you. But I would just say, it's like, I'm sorry, Guyver, I can't give you the rant that you want, but it takes time. And I know that. It's like, it takes time for them to actually make it Hasbro Power Rangers. The only thing is, like, I really hope that when it comes to all the stuff they have, which includes Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, they actually gave it to them as well. Because I saw this happen where I know this is not really, but Mad TV had a YouTube page, but as soon as CW got the rights to them, that page died, and then CW's like, "Oh, forget. We make our new YouTube page for Mad TV, and we also put it on CW." So the real hope is the fact of they actually transfer everything. That's the real hope because you know sometimes when it comes to exchanging of hands, it could actually be bad where they're like, okay, you get the rights and everything, but oops, we forgot the password and the screen name and everything of everything else. And then it's like, oh, dude. It's like, yeah, so who's getting the money now? It's like, yeah, since they're logged out of their account, that means that Hasbro does get the money, but then they have to put in the extra effort and the work to actually get into that account to add more stuff, which I don't know. That's a good, interesting part. Is will Hasbro continue on with what happened with Power Rangers, anyways, on YouTube, which is basically they're just putting lots and lots of clip stuff on it, which is good, which is good, which is good. I think what's best is that they give it Neo Saban's and Legendary Power Rangers their YouTube account. I think what you need to do is allow those guys, both of them, work for you on the Power Ranger account because they're doing exactly what you're doing, what they're doing. The crazy part is that they decide to actually put it in Portuguese. Like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, they're putting it in Portuguese, they're putting it in Spanish, they're putting it in Hindi. It's like, wow, they're making sure that they actually are doing extra effort where it's like, well, you're able to watch it in English, but here is for everyone else who actually wants to hear it in their native tongue, which is very nice. Do you know what I mean? It's very nice. But I bet chances are you guys are just giving it to them and they're not actually cutting it and doing it themselves. So either way, I would just like to say when it comes to Neo Saban's and also Legendary Power Ranger, those YouTube channels, they need to be hired by Hasbro. They should just, yeah, because yeah, it's cool and all that you're like, oh yeah, here's clips from Power Rangers. That's cool. That's cool. But they take it one step forward, and I really hope Hasbro actually will do it. Which let me check. Let me check. Which I bet they don't, but let me check anyways. Let me check what Hasbro has on their YouTube account. And of course, if you're, it's like, hey, you're curious, just do it along with me, man. Do it along with me. Let's see what they have on their YouTube accounts. Kind of funny. Hasbro has 2 million subscribers. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Power Ranger YouTube channel only has half a million. A little bit more than half a million, but they have, yeah, it's like freaking damn, man. So here we go. Let's clicked on it. I'm waiting for it to boot up, and what the frick? Okay, I was about to say, it glitched a little bit, and I was like, "What the frick?" Hasbro put Power Rangers on there. It's like Power Ranger logo. So what they do for this one is that they actually allowed. They do it in Spanish too. Yeah, they have it in Spanish, and that's it. And they do have Rescue Bots clips, and apparently they do have a new series of My Little Pony. Who cares? If you do care, awesome. But that's for everyone else. Who cares? What I'm trying to do is see if they actually allow people to look at it, which they do actually have people talking about My Little Pony, and there's some who actually do talk about inspiration of making it. So I guess technically, kind of like what MMPR Toys does, where they're like, "Hey, check this out. Here's the person that works for Bandai America, and he's talking to us and everything." Hopefully we'll get a ground floor of the ones who are responsible for the Power Ranger toys, and he most likely will allow it to be checked out. So basically they're gonna say, "Hey Bruno, we know what you're doing and we see what you're doing, so we're gonna take suit and do exactly what you're doing," which is basically allow us to have a ground floor being like, here's what's going on new, and hopefully they put it on Power Rangers. It's like, yeah, that's, but of course Neo Saban's, what they can do is basically interview the people themselves, and even though I don't think they like to be on camera, it's like the idea is very simple. It's just showing the figure off, being like, "Hey, this is an exclusive figure. Here, check it out." Or, "Hey, this is the new line of Power Ranger toys," and showing it off in. It's like, yeah, do exactly what Nintendo does, because Nintendo actually does it too now with their Treehouse, Nintendo Treehouse. So basically, I'm just saying when Hasbro gets this, hopefully they'll get this YouTube account. So they have Hasbro and they have Power Rangers, which I bet that's going to be hard to do. I don't think even Transformers have their own YouTube account. So it's really like I'm not sure if what if it actually still happens, because I think they might. I think they might still keep it. I think they might still keep it. I just hope that in capable hands, that actually will be interesting enough to be like, "Hey, here's the new figure line. Check this out." Hopefully, but of course, that's like, you're asking too much. You're asking too much. Most likely, it'll just be same old, and if so, that's okay, but I don't really care. It's like, yeah, I don't really care anymore. I mean, if I look for it, I hope to find it. Just don't be bastards if people are like, "Hey, these are clips that you don't have on your YouTube page," and well, I want people to see it because I know I've been looking for it, and it's like, yeah, just that. But I don't know really. I don't really know. Anyways, yeah, the yelling of being like, "Oh my gosh, they don't have Hasbro on their freaking YouTube page. How dare you?" I know it's time. It takes time, and hopefully by next year, where they're gonna have a brand new banner, it's gonna be all sorted out. The only question will just be, will it actually be the same old, or will they actually be like, hey, we're gonna add more stuff to the Power Ranger account to actually get more people to be subscribed to it? That's the real good question. Can you actually make Power Rangers turn over a new leaf now, since we have more capable hands? And hopefully you fired that dude that was an idiot flagging everyone's freaking crap.